Right, number 17. See how this goes. Let's see, we got our splits ready. Let's see here. And 3, 2, 1, go. So we had some decent splits from the last run. Still haven't been able to get around all of those in one go yet. Didn't get out of here with a 41 last time. I guess this is my recorded PB. I got a 42 once. Not officially. I was just kind of screwing around. Whoops. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Oof. All right. So the PB 10449 had a number of sloppy bits and mistakes in it. I guess the worst would have been... Am I dropping frames? Wow, am I dropping lots of frames? What's going on there? Hopefully this is coming through. Something's not happy. Let me close something here. See if any of that helps. Sorry if this sounds or looks terrible. This is kind of a new setup for me. Just kind of doing some experiments with OBS to see what happens. Okay, good to know. Thanks. OBS says, what, 26% dropped frames? That doesn't sound good, but we'll keep chugging along and see what happens here. Yeah, something's definitely... Now, we're down to 22%. So, I don't know what's going on. I have to go back and watch the recording. Seems like we're okay now, but... Oh boy. Oh man. Okay. Just for start blaming the controller or blaming the monitor. Gotta blame something, right? Favorite part of the early game is the climb. Yeah, something that's definitely jittery on my end as well. Okay, well, we'll just power through and see what happens. Focused on my splits. There we go. Alright, I was late anyway. About 4 seconds, 5 seconds behind. No, I'm not getting any rocks. Okay, that's fine. And let's see how many attempts Alcatraz takes this time. Relatively new thing that I've added to the run. Obviously, if you miss it, you waste lots of time. Oh, that was close. Nope. Let's focus on getting up there first. Nice and easy. Let's just get up there first. There we go. Hope I got it. Okay. That's a decent amount of time lost to mess around with Alcatraz, but in a perfect world, I could get all that time back by cleaning up the mistakes from the last run. but we'll see what happens. Or I could just die here. Also an option. You want to give me some health? Oh, let's give me the supers. Still gonna grab Spazer. Bombs be nice, please. There we go. Let's get out of here without falling into the water or getting eaten by a thing. Take a hit here. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. It's getting a little hairy, but it should be okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. That's a good place. Just need to be high enough on that third or the first super. It's too high. All right. Tough to make up a minute, but we'll just do this. We'll play until I get frustrated. The whole intent of speedrunning this was to play it enough to see how quickly I could play it without, like, overgrinding. Okay, I guess we're not doing that today. You know, overgrinding and starting to get frustrated. Because this, like, is my favorite game of all time, so I'd like to keep it that way. you jump through the door when leaving the mini room, the key will fly away from the hole. Interesting. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I've always been struggling with that. When I first started this, I would go get high jump, and it was a lot easier to get, out of that room. Whoops, meant to jump there. Got him anyway. Good, good. Yeah, I did see that. I don't know who I was watching, but I saw them morphing out of the hole. So yeah, that's something I could definitely practice. I've got the practice ROM loaded up through ZSNEXX, whatever the emulator is, and I've got some save states where I can just jump to the top points of the game where I struggle the most. Alcatraz is on there. Kraid's on there. It's actually the #1 save state, and maybe it's just the way I have the game saved. When I load that save state, I've got the pattern down, memorized pretty well. But going into the room cold is probably what I need to practice more, because that's really what happens when you play the game. Enemy super. Okay, good. Just one extra one. That's not going to be enough. Okay. I'll just fall down there instead. Okay. As a whole, I'm relatively new to speed running and this game. Obviously, I've been playing for a long time. I'm in my mid-40s. I got this game when it came out, but yeah, I love watching the speedrunners and the strats and the strategy. And at some point, I don't want to grind myself into dust just trying to get better at it. But if I can get sub an hour, I would be happy with that. My original goal was to be in the top 1,000. And that 104.49, I think, is currently 950 something. So at least I got that goal. We'll see how much longer I want to keep playing this game. Like, I don't know if I want to get to the point where I'm doing CWJs or anything like that. Probably get under an hour if I cleaned up everything. I'm still getting Ice Beam before going to Meridia. I'm getting missiles along the way I don't really need, like the one before Speed Booster. Yay, I got back 3 seconds. Yeah, those PB splits do include some struggles in Bubble Mountain, so. Yeah, one of the issues for me is just finding the time. I don't live alone, and having less people around to make less noise, not to worry about recording a background noise or muting the mic or any of that kind of stuff. It's more the hardest part. We all got a million things going on too, so. The current route that I'm doing now is, I'll say it's relatively new to me. I was getting the Firefleet E-Tank before Ridley, as like a safety thing, so I'm going past that downward shaft to Ridley and getting the E-Tank just to have some more health. I think it's called the Aqueduct. Let me do this right. There's a super missile and missile combo pack in the upper right corner. I was getting that. I'm not getting that anymore. That's a relatively new change, so may not even make it through the run, but I'd like to kind of define a route and stick with it and just practice it. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. So I'm not super worried about the horrible time in the splits. Just want to survive, really. I've gotten to Mother Brain and just had a decent time and lost it all. Just too many hits and damages and rinkas and all that good stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back here because I want to get this Shine Spark. That's what I like to do. Way slower at this point, but more practice for the sake of practice. Yeah, I've got some recordings on YouTube when I just started. I was supposed to see how long it would take to play the game, and it's like an hour and a half. And I was getting screw attack, but I wasn't doing any gate glitches to get there. I was just kind of going the old-fashioned way with, was that golden tree? Oh, now I'm stuck down here, aren't I? Well, that's what I get for that. Oh, boy. What I end up doing is going on speedrun.com and seeing how other people are doing kind of in the same ballpark as me, seeing what strats they're doing and not doing, what I could be improving on. Always follow one of these at least once a game. I do like to farm here a little bit for health. Phantom is still a little scary for me, so if I get some health prior to Shine Sparking over the ocean and the moat. Well, thank you for that. Damage boosting, I still don't have a good grasp on. Like the one out of Kraid, I thought I had a pretty good grasp of did that quick little damage boost, and I know it's harder on enemies like this to get a damage boost. Maybe something I can add to the run, practice that, and improve the time a little bit. And other little things like blowing up these doors on the way by is something I didn't really even think about until a couple runs ago. Ah, okay, so it's too soon. I know you have to wait a few frames, but I thought it was a little more generous than maybe what I was doing, but there's always something to practice. That's way too high. I can blow up those guys, blow up the door. One of those things I practice a lot too. Yeah, there was a tutorial that Oats and Goats does. He's done a couple of them. I've been watching those. I watched his for Alcatraz and for damage boosting. Those are pretty good. Whoops. That's fine. I'm okay having a little extra health. 122 is a little sketchy for me for Phantom. We'll see what happens. I feel like I've got a lot of room for improvement with Phantom. I'm doing this 4-round strat where basically just 2 missiles plus 2 missiles and a charge shot. That whole running kind of like staggered missile thing I don't quite get. I've gotten a couple extra missiles, but it's usually not worth the time. I haven't found a good tutorial online for those, they call them echo missiles or shadow missiles or whatever. That would be nice. Give me a health already. Alright. We should be good. Maybe not. That's round 2. And being able to get those missiles off when he first opens his eye is something I need to work on too. Waiting for him to come back is obviously super slow. There's 2. Okay, that's a little better. Alright, one more round. Hopefully. See if I don't die. There we go. Yeah, even the normal Doppler, is it running? Is it running with run pressed? I've seen people do the stagger thing. So I need to mess around with it some more and just kind of practice. Health bombs that we get all health. Whoops. I've seen some other players get the supers on the right side here. I don't know if that's really necessary. It'd be slow for me. I'm not used to running through that room. These jumps are pretty sloppy too. Sometimes that super doesn't kill both of those guys down there. I'm not sure why that happens either. I usually get the, oh boy, the supers in the tube. I guess that's what, after aqueduct? I don't have all the names of the rooms down exactly. So, what's this take? About 30 seconds. So I got about 20 seconds back. Yeah, when I first started running this, I was getting, well, first I was going, the route was terrible, but I was getting the E-tank on like the outside, the right side of the wreck ship, and then coming all the way back, just for safety health. So that was one of the first things that I took out of the run. So we got back 20 seconds from what, a good Phantom fight maybe? I guess it was a golden split, interesting. And then getting back here, I'm not sure what the fastest way is. I need to look that up maybe. My Batoon fight is also pretty slow. I've tried using the X Factor, but don't really know what I'm doing, and it ends up being really slow and messy. And a quick refill here. Yep, that's 2 for the game. Yeah, I was getting the reserve tank at early supers as well when I first started. Oh, don't get caught by that guy. Oh, bummer. I was kind of hoping to get that one. Yeah, some of my spin jumping is lacking, or wall jumps. I think I'm pushing the jump button too soon. Let's see if I can get in here quickly. Practicing this a little bit. Okay, if I get there before the crab, I'm happy. So I think I just need, what, the 1 power bomb to get through? Resource management is also something I need to take a look at. Some health. Okay, take that. That should be good enough. So yeah, I was getting the supers in this room for a while. Having 20 is nice, especially against Kraid. terrible. I've had worse. Oops. A little too soon. Let's just freeze you guys now. I will farm here for supers. I've tried the like full happy or happy strats trying to get the shine spark all the way up. It's tough. If anything, I just use the shine spark to get to the top of the next room a little bit faster. I'll take that. Don't think that was enough for a shine spark. It was. Just do this. Yeah, the wall jumping speed to get up there in time is just ridiculous. So I do it in a nice slow way. Go up and over. Oh, hit the spike. Up and over. Or just get stuck in the sand, which is also fun. Alright, very rarely can I get a blue suit here. Might just be faster to kill them as fast as I know how to, and then spin jump across. I guess that's the aqueduct, wherever that room is, where I kept falling down to the sand. Maybe I can get it with a shine spark here. There we go. Coliseum, thank you. Yeah, I need like an atlas or something. Since you can't push, what, down or B with blue suit, I don't know if this is any faster, but I guess I get some swag points for blue suit. No, that was a split. Another gold split. So imagine, nice early game would have been, I don't know, nice. Oh well. Yeah, we planning to be like super precise and have clean movement to make it worth the while. With 20 supers, you could finish that fight pretty quickly. I'd like to make sure I have enough supers for lower Norfair. Yeah, a lot of that technical stuff definitely needs work, but we'll see if I get there. Speaking of slow space jumps. I seem to struggle getting around this corner of these fish too. Definitely need to find a place to farm for health between here and Lower Norfair. Basically between here and Ridley. Obviously there's a good farming station right before Ridley, but he did die. Oh, all the way down. And tube. Energy refill station. Oh, I could just do that too, yeah. I'm gonna bonk right there and then get the slow spin through here. Yeah, I'll have to look into the different routing options. For now, I think I'm just gonna roll the dice, grab whatever enemies I can on the way. Let's see what happens. These all just supers? There's a little bit of health in there. Also thought about waiting for these things to spit out the projectiles, because those can leave you health too. 293 is pretty sketchy. Wait, anybody here? Power bomb? Okay, so I got all 5 that I need. I don't think I'm going to make up 55 seconds. My Ridley fight in that 104.49 was probably the best I've ever had, and I don't see myself topping that anytime soon. Forgot I actually need these here. Shine sparking through these is another thing that I probably need to do. That's one of the saves I have that I go back to getting a short charge, either starting from the previous room or the gate room before it. I want to make sure that guy's dead. Getting up the walls would be nice too. I don't think I've optimized this yet either, but think it's still faster than falling all the way down. Give me some health. Nope. Alright. Play a little bit safe here. And clipping through these blocks, I'm not sure how easy that is. Definitely way faster. And then speed boosting these guys to death. I've tried it a couple times. It's probably something I should look at doing. I just end up doing this. I feel like this is a little bit faster for me. Or helps if you actually shoot them. There we go. About killing these guys would be nice. I like to have max health, max supers going into Ridley. Close enough. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess most of the speedrunners probably don't get plasma at the higher levels. That's a great start. I thought he'd flipped on me. The other issue I have is the monitor I'm using. It's not the greatest. I use it to be able to play without lag. Is it dead? No. And he's not, it's hard to tell what color he is. So he might be dead. Nope. And he's gonna do it this way, huh? That was not great. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I should probably count, but maybe I should get out of the habit of unloading supers on him and just counting and knowing for sure, including whatever damage the supers are doing. So, a lot of optimization to be done there. I lost about, well, in the last run, I biffed the final Shine Spark, which is like 20 seconds. And I also biffed the Zeb Skip. So in a perfect world, it might not be too off from my PB. But we'll see. Whoops, let's not do that. Because I need, well, one gets you to those pillars a little bit quicker, I think. gotten here without a power bomb before. That's nice and fun. I'd like to have a little more supers. I need, what, at least one to get out of Meridia. But there's a little, there's some enemies there you can farm for supers. I should just be on my way, not waste time killing things. Alright. See yours is before Bubble Mountain drop power bombs. Okay. Oh, those guys that jump up out of the little ledges? Cool. Okay. Good to know. Alcatraz. Okay. Give me any? I like one more before I leave here. Okay, good enough. Getting this jump is tough. Not being able to get this, yeah, a little bit too late there. That's not a very tight, it's a very tight window to get through there. Mess that one up. Wow, okay. So how do you get back that time? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how did I save 20 some seconds? Huh. I'll have to look at that. Okay, so goal here is not die. Just finish the game. Yeah, it's weird to see a bunch of red splits and like 3 golds in the middle of them. So, I mean, it tells you how kind of new I am to all this in general. Down. There we go. Dip in the lava there. I'm also worried about not having enough supers for, whoops, this is going well, just the end of the game in general. So I tend to just miss all these guys. If they drop supers, yeah, now I feel better. Punch those guys better. And I practice this room to try to bunch these guys up. Let's see if I don't botch this too badly. Stop on the dot, go. Stop on the dot, go. Okay. And I've not implemented any kind of baby skip. You know, I try a little bit here and there, but it's tough. So I just take damage to die a little faster, or get drained a little faster. Yeah, sub 50 would be ridiculous for me. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of practice, right? I struggled with this last time. Yep. So what I usually end up doing is just leaving and coming back. Well, let's leave and come back. So that goes, there goes the PB right there. I had a chance of getting a PB if I'd gotten Zeb Skip first try and the Shine Spark, but that's okay. There we go. It's okay. Given how horrible the first part of the game was, I wasn't really expecting the PB anyway. I want to just get rid of all concerns here. So probably what, 105, 106, something like that. I don't know if it's worth dumping all these missiles into her, probably not. Just gonna try to avoid taking damage where I can. So let's jump into a intro. Should be it, right? Just the two. Okay, that was pretty quick for me. That's a bummer about Zeb Skip. I feel like the time that I take getting through the door into the room somehow sets up where the Rinkas are, but oh, I didn't damage boost myself. Whoops, I was supposed to damage, not damage boost, take damage. I wasn't paying attention. I was just worried that I was surprised that I killed her. Yeah, run into her to get to 300 plus, between 300 and 400 health. Yep. Not paying attention. Yeah, I know. I wasn't even paying attention. It's funny. Yeah, it'd be a real bummer to be on PB pace and then make that kind of mistake. Let's see how quickly I can get this done. I'm probably checking out as soon as I'm done with this run. Thanks for sticking around. Keep me company. Give me some good ideas. Stuff to work on and look for next couple runs here. I guess if you're still listening, if you've got any feedback on like audio levels between myself and the game audio, I've kind of got a weird setup here. I'm not using headphones, so I'm hearing the game from a crummy speaker inside the monitor, and I'm running the game audio from the Super Nintendo into a capture device, so it's a bit convoluted. So if you can just give me some feedback on how it sounds between myself and the game and the loud controller in the background, that would be good. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Well, that's good to know. I mean, it's just hard to know exactly what's being heard until you listen to the recording after the fact. Yeah, the controller, I mean, this is a stock SNES controller that I've had forever. And it's starting to get super crunchy, but my keyboard is way louder. You can hear when I'm hitting the splits. This is me hitting the control key on my keyboard, which is a couple feet away. Oops. Oh boy, yeah. That's what I get for trying to be fancy. Okay. At least I got the shine spark. I don't have this route optimized either, but oh well. There we go. 18 seconds. Okay. Well, no. So I got time back. Good. Thank you. 150508. So yeah, getting Zeb Skip would have been nice, and a Kraid quick kill would have also been very nice. So that's all right. Okay, well, that one goes down for an okay run. Things to look at. I appreciate the feedback, and I don't stream regularly. I usually just record and throw it on YouTube. But is this 48, 49, 48? Okay, cool. I'm out of here. Have a good one.